right. I'll go ahead. Hey, Courtney, good morning. Great weekend on the East Coast. Obviously, just about everybody got a piece of the pie, it seemed. You set a record for runs scored in a opening weekend and also had a little bit of adversity too, which is good this time of year. So just kind of talk about your takeaways from the weekend overall.
Well, you just summed it up, Kyle. So I don't know what else you did it. Yeah, I think that I was really pleased with the weekend. Obviously, we had the hiccup there, but I think that's something that is a huge learning opportunity for us so early. It's why we scheduled the way that we did. And so I think that we came out of the weekend really loving this team, loving the tools we have, loving the lessons that we learned. Some big takeaways, some things to work on. Exactly what you want to get out of the first weekend.
And two, you could go down the list, but two of your top performers were Brenly, true freshman, and then of course one of your newcomers, transfers, and Tiana Bell. I think Brenly had freshman of the week numbers. If you ask me, I mean just
I
really,
agree. I agree.
yeah, yeah,
She,
and not to take anything away from the Kentucky pitcher, she had great
you know,
numbers
she
too.
had
But
I think she had a no hitter in her first
yeah,
start, right?
yeah,
That's
I
pretty
believe
awesome.
that's right. Yeah, so definitely good there. But I mean, and then Ramsey got her first home run. Kennedy hit that grand slam. So it's been particular though. Brinley, I know that you had talked about that you had a lot of depth there. Behind the dish. Because you already had Kaylee that could play there as well if need be. So the depth just gets even deeper there, particularly at catcher, especially with what Brinley can do with her bat.
Yeah, I mean, Bryn had a huge weekend. Ken's swinging it like we know Ken can, and I think that's the big thing going in, having that depth, because it's such a long season and it's grueling. It's grueling on your body. It's grueling on your mind. That position, and so just having the ability to use both of them, and keep them fresh and keep them in the game. Bryn's weekend was huge. No surprise. If anyone was surprised, they just hadn't paid attention or hadn't listened to anything, like that we've been talking about her. But she was incredible this weekend. Exactly like we knew that she would be.
And last one for me, of the teams that you play this weekend, you've got Clemson twice, and John Rittman, started that program at Clemson into the COVID season, and has made it to the postseason every year. I think three super regionals. With him being at Stanford for as long as I imagine y'all have probably crossed paths before, but just talk about the job that he's done at Clemson and any kind of past contact that y'all have had.
Well, everything John Rittman touches in the softball world is great. He's I know him very well from my time at Cal. He's just such a great coach. He has a great mind for the game. He's a great developer. I mean, everything he does in this game is great. Everything he touches. So it's no surprise that he got Clemson rolling and got him rolling so quickly. And they were, I mean, so close to going last year, and they have a really strong team again. And so I'm not surprised by that at all. He's done an incredible job everywhere he's been. Did I answer his question?
Ethan, hey, I just have one real quick. Just what did you think of the collective effort from your pitchers this weekend and getting to, get everybody out there in the circle at least once?
I was really pleased with it. I think that anytime you go into your first weekend and you get to get everyone out there and get some of those jitters and be in a position where you can do that, get some of those jitters out of the way, I think it's huge. I also just liked that it wasn't a straight line for us. I thought we had some really big performances. I thought that um, we had some uncharacteristic and had performances, and we got to go right back to it. And so I just it's going to take the whole staff, and it was nice to utilize all those tools.
Eric?
I want to let's kind of expand a little bit on Sailor. What'd you think of her making this week? Obviously, a big deal throwing her right there right away. Gets good competition there, getting that experience. Tell me a little bit more about Sailor and what she brings to your team.
Well, she brings a lot. She can throw it. And it's really great to one get her out there and at the end of game one in a position where she could um just settle in right away and then give her that start. We see a lot in her. I mean, she has a lot of tools. She has the ability to just really spin it, and she's so composed. And I think the thing is, especially on that first day with Robin too, neither of them felt that great. And so to see Sailor especially as a freshman, not feel great with her body, how it was moving. You know, it was cold. We had a quick turnaround with travel. She just felt like she really couldn't get into her rhythm. And for her to fight through that and have the performance that she did, it's exactly what you want to see out of any pitcher. We saw it from Rob too. I would expect it from Rob as a senior, but it was really great to see that from Sailor. And just the grittiness to continue to compete and know that her stuff that day was better. It was good. It was good enough. She used her defense, and I was just really pleased with her composure all around.
Kennedy Miller with a great first week. I think that's huge for her moving forward for this season and putting last year behind. I know we talked about her and having a great fall. Just talk about though those seeing those results for her. Did you sense that confidence back in her there this week?
Yeah, she's been grinding. She's been grinding and Kennedy thrives in competition too. She's a gamer. She loves it. She's always been one from her freshman year. She's always been one that makes the most of the moment. And um, I just am pleased of the confidence she exuded this weekend because I know that she just let her hard work and her prep play out. And it was good to see.
And then my last one here. This is a strong tournament here. You've got week two is a ton of depth. I'm always curious, and I know the answer. Part of the answer is Matt Michael has the answer, but when you enter
I'm
a
like,
tournament like the,
I know what you're gonna ask, and you already know the answer. No, I'm
I
just kidding.
do, but I do, but he's not here, so I have to ask
Okay.
you first.
Okay.
When you get into a tournament on the road, how much information do you know about teams that will be in it versus not in it? Like this one, because this is a stacked tournament. This is a very postseason type tournament you're about to enter here in week two, where there's no Wichita States and the Clemsons and Texas State, who is one of the favorites in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, well, we do our scheduling probably a little later than everyone else. We like to see how things fill up. We know we do everything on purpose. Matt Michaels calculating and figuring out, where we're going to get the most value, where we're going to get tested, where we're going to grow as a team, and where we're going to get the most value for who we play, and always looking at the big picture and building our resume from game one. So we do our schedule a little later. We knew everybody in it before we asked to get in it, and we got lucky because they had a team drop out, which is kind of how we roll when it comes to scheduling. Our home tournaments, we feel pretty early with Matt kind of hand selecting the best ones to put together, so everyone's benefiting from who's at the tournament, and then we like to see how away tournaments fill up so we know exactly who we're going to get. And so we know it's going to be a test. We know that these teams, they win a lot of games. They win a lot of games and they do a lot of things really well. So we're going to get tested and we're going to build our resume.